This hideous house contains every single danger that exists in One Life. Hey guys, what's up? LDShadowLady here, and welcome back to One Life. Today is the most dangerous episode of One Life thus far, because I am going to build a danger house. But first, let's take a moment to appreciate that the only reason I am here right now with my golem boyfriends is because I was rescued from the end by 4 of my wonderful friends. So I think it's about time I left them a thank you gift. I'm gonna leave a chest at each of their houses with a friendship bracelet, a thank you note, a diamond, and a golem head, so that they can make their own golem boyfriends. So my first frienderino is Shovel. She was one of the brave adventurers that saved me. Joey was also there, leading the rescue effort, for which I am eternally grateful. And of course, Megan and Scott. Thanks to them, I didn't lose my one life. So now that we have paid tribute to the heroes that rescued us from the end, it's time to construct the Death House. Over to the south of my house, I have been working on this building. This is the Danger House. Much smaller than a woodland mansion, but much more deadly, I assure you. Inside this structure, I am going to build traps and challenges designed to scare, hurt, and potentially kill some of my fellow players. So let's start with the first room, shall we? As you can see, this is an escape the room challenge, and it's pretty dang hard. There is no apparent way out of this room, and to make sure that they don't cheat to get out, I'm going to reinforce all of these blocks so they absolutely cannot break them no matter how hard they try. It just will not work. Even I can't break these blocks. So now that my room is cheat-proofed, we need to build in the puzzle, which requires some stairs. So I'm going to break a couple of these blocks and place some stairs in their place. And now the reason that I have used these stairs is so that they can see through. I am about to put the solution to the puzzle on the other side of this wall. Let me just go and get one. Here he is, the key to my puzzle, a pig. So there he is on the other side of the wall. I can't actually see him right now, but if I offer him some carrots, he'll come to the window. I can put a saddle on him and then pop through the wall. What? I know, genius. So that is a solution to getting into this room. So now the puzzle is set up, we just need to put some signs. You are entering the danger house. You may die. LDShadowLady does not take responsibility for any player death. And if they are ready to accept those terms, they can continue by solving the puzzle. Now in this room is one of those famous cross the grass challenges. So in here, I'm going to replace the floor with grass. And then underneath the layer of grass, I am going to hollow out a pit in which to put lava. There. But I'm not going to fill it with lava just yet because I don't want to be the first victim of the danger house. Now at the moment, there's nothing particularly dangerous about crossing this grass. However, I'm going to craft some grass coverings from Trapcraft and replace the grass with them. And if they step on it, it will fall through and they will fall in the lava. So the way I'm going to kind of disguise this more is by adding a load of clutter to the ground, and then hopefully it won't be so obvious which are the bad blocks. Now to distract them from the rather suspicious floor, I thought we should put some signs on the walls so that they will try and read the signs instead of looking at the floor. Why did you enter the danger house? This is probably your last episode of One Life. Leave before it's too late. If anyone falls down there, that is going to be a nasty death. So if they somehow manage to get all the way across here without falling in, they're gonna have to jump onto the ladder to go up to the next area, where they will have a choice to make. They can go left or right. On the right hand side down here, there will be a grass path. And at the end, a painting. And behind the painting, of course, is a hole, which drops down into water. However, instead of water down here, I am going to place a poison bucket. And what kind of a mad scientist would I be if I didn't test it out myself? Oh my gosh, it works. It works, and I can't get out. Oh, okay. Yep, it's definitely poisonous. So let's put some poison here and some poison here. And then once they have escaped from the poison, they will have to go up and out because they have failed the danger house. They have been eliminated. If they wanted to though, they could just go back in. So that is obviously the incorrect path to take. However, the correct path to take is the left one. On this path, I'm going to replace the walls with signs. And then on top of the signs, I'm going to place quicksand. Nothing is more terrifying than getting stuck in quicksand. And now these paths look quite similar. So they will have to decide which way they want to go. This is of course just a grass path, but it leads to poison water. And this is quicksand, clearly. Why would you want to go in here? Well, Let me show you. I am about to take a risk. I really hope this works. Let's go! So, the initial fear of sinking in quicksand will immediately set in, and the players will think this is the end of their one life. At this point, they're probably thinking, something's not right. How do I get out of here? And the answer is, you don't. You just let the quicksand consume you. And down below is the real way forward. Just try to stay calm, even though for a second it will look like you are drowning. You'll be out of here soon. See? And once their heart rate returns back to normal, they can continue. So through here, there will be a reinforced iron door, which they will not be able to open. So we'll need this keypad right here. And I'm gonna set the code to my birthday, the 7th of October, 1992. So they have to put in 07101992, and it will open and they can go. I'm gonna put a sign here that says, the code is my birthday. And if they don't know when my birthday is, shame on them. But I guess they'll have to look me up on famous birthdays. So then they can proceed to the avoid the cage traps room. I know, super catchy. So in here, I'm going to strategically place some cage traps. And then I'm going to fill the rest of this area with reinforced bars. So all they have to do is make it to the other side without accidentally activating one of these cage traps. Otherwise, they'll be trapped in the danger house forever. Once they clear this challenge, they can proceed to the next room, which is called Instant Damage Tripwire Room. So just behind the door here, I'm going to put a tripwire, which is going to set off one of these tracking dispensers to dispense an instant damage potion aimed right for their face. So here is the tripwire. It's almost impossible to see. The tracking dispenser is going to be right above the door here. Now all we need to do is build some distractions in this room so that they feel safe just running through the door. So I thought we could put a bunch of buttons on the wall, and that will hopefully distract them. I'm even going to put a random number on this sign here, and they might even try to memorize it for later on, but it's completely useless. This entire room is just a ruse. All they really have to do is step over the tripwire, get their instant damage potion, and then they can just walk right through this door. Now I think it's time to load this baby up with potions of harming. Okay, that's terrifying. And now there's only one thing to do. We have to test this. So I just made it through the cage trap room, and now I'm gonna check out this new room. Oh, that did not do as much damage as I thought it would do, but it definitely spooked me. So this room is complete. So the next room they will find is this. On the left here, we have a hole that leads down to a pit, and on the right, the same. On the left here, I am going to place lava. So that is 100% real death-causing lava. But on the other side, in the other pit, I am going to place this fake lava, which does not cause death. So let's test this stuff out, make sure it works. This should not kill me. It's definitely panic-inducing for a couple of seconds until you realize that your hearts don't go down. So this is perfect. So now all they have to do is make the right choice. Choose your adventure, lava or lava. Left is death, right is not death. I think personally I will choose the not death option. Please don't kill me. And it's spooky, but at least I'm alive. So if they make it past this deadly challenge, they will be directed through this corridor into the fan pushing into lava room. I know, some of these names, not the most catchy. So on either side of here, there is lava. 100% real lava. And then all we need is a fan to gently nudge the players into the lava. And now that should cause any unsuspecting victims to fall into the lava. Oh my gosh, I almost fell, but I was holding shift. Wow, that is a very strong wind. And then if they somehow make it across here alive, they'll have to go up through this tunnel and then down the other side, where there is a drop into fake water. What is fake water, you ask? Well, it's crafted with a potion of harming and water. So as you can imagine, it's pretty dangerous. So down here, we'll have a nice, harmless looking pool of water to jump into. And I guess for science, I should test it on myself, just to make sure that it's okay. Ow! Okay, that hurts. That might actually kill somebody. And if they somehow still aren't dead after all of that, we have the final challenge. The skinny corridor with a grass floor. Except this is not grass. This is a grass covering which conceals a hole that goes all the way down to bedrock. Now this block is pretty obviously suspicious. However, I'm going to distract them with a bunch of doors. So by the time they get to the end, they won't even be looking at the floor. They'll just be walking straight forward. And they will fall down the hole all the way to bedrock. But they'll be fine because this is healing water. So now they have succeeded. Congratulations. You defeated the danger house. There are no more traps. Or are there? Just kidding, the danger is over now. If they make it this far, they have defeated the danger house. I'm just gonna add one final touch. Here is a notice board for people to sign if they defeat the danger house. So let me know your predictions in the comments below. Who do you think will defeat the danger house? And who do you think will be lost to the danger house? If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.